And welcome back, everyone. Ahead of the 2027 general election, all eyes are on the Northeast as stakeholders of the All Progressives Congress in Gombe State endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima for re-election. However, according to reports, there were some dissenting voices hesitant to endorse Vice President Shettima as they continued running mate of President Bola Tinubu. This objection led to a rowdy session during the meeting. As an integral part of the Renewed Hope agenda, who is also from the Northeast, is the position of Vice President Kashim Shettima in question. Well, joining me tonight from Abuja studio is an APC chieftain, Abu Andrew Abu. Good evening, Mr. Abu, and welcome to Politics Tonight.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
So I'm sure that you've been following developments in the Northeast. I mean, ahead of the election, it's 2 years away, but we see that activity is already kicking up for that election. But if you follow the events in Gombe State, what's your assessment and your reaction to what happened there?
Okay, so thank you for having me. First of all, I just want to condole with the people of Benue State for the crisis that has been going on for ages there and the difficulties and pains they've been going through. I send my love and, good condolences to the people of Benue, So back to your question. Currently, there have been a gale of, endorsements across the geopolitical zones, and the last one that we saw was in the Northeast. Now, what do I think about this endorsements that is going on across, the political, the APC, from the National Assembly to, the zones? Do I think that 2 years is enough for us to start endorsing a president that has 2 years to carry on? The answer for me is a no. I just think it's needless. But of course, the party, I don't know in what wisdom that the APC-led Ganduje National NWC have decided to carry on with this endorsement of Mr. President. As far as we are concerned, right now, there are a whole lot of things that we can do as a party, to promote the policies of the government, and I don't see a reason why we should be talking about endorsing a president that has got 2 more years, to the end of his tenure. It just goes to show that there is a panic or something happening that we, the party members, are not aware of, So it comes in the guise of summit. Now, summit, for what a lot of us understand, is, you come up as a party, discuss the policy of the government, and tell the people, where the government is going with the policy, and at least just be in sync with, the government, and, find a way to communicate better with the people at the grassroots. But that is not what we are seeing happening, and that is why, you see, that has created a problem, within the party, as you can see from what happened in the Northeast, where people were angry that there is an endorsement of the president without the vice president, Now, I don't know from any angle if there is a problem between the president or the vice. So it is really awkward that we see this endorsement happening and there is a silence
Abu,
on the part of the vice president.
If I may come in, you've mentioned as it were, the wave and gale of endorsement for the president. We've seen, of course, National Assembly members. We've seen governors who are not even member of the APC. We've seen APC governors. But, I mean, this is the first time, I suppose, that we're seeing a zone in the country hold, a summit like that to endorse the president. It would seem as though that summit was put together for the endorsement to show support, perhaps maybe even for the vice president, and the omission of that name perhaps led to what we saw. Do you also get that sense?
So it brings me back to what I was just saying. I mean, it's completely and totally needless at this time where Nigerians are are going through a whole lot of pain from this policy that we, as party members, believe is going to yield, good fruits in the coming future. So for me, I don't see any reason why at this critical time, of this country, that all what the party should be concentrating their energy on is to keep endorsing the president. I don't know what is behind this endorsement. The fact remains that nobody is in contention with the president in the APC. I think what we need to do as a party is to speak to the issues on ground, and let us see how we can communicate better with the people that will be going back in the next 2 years to ask for their votes. Okay, so for me, I totally don't understand, and I can't see any reason why right now what we should be concentrating our energy on as a party should be endorsement of the president. We love the president, we love the party, but we must do things that does not affect the sensibility of Nigerians, which is what a lot of us are saying at this time. Now, you see, this endorsement that has happened has even created, from every indication, it has even created more problems for the party than it is supposed to solve. That is to show you that regardless of whatever the NWC led by Dr. Ganduje is thinking or saying, the people within the party and Nigerians generally are not happy with what is happening currently. And we need to speak to those issues. We need to let the people know that, look, this is where this renewed hope agenda is heading. This is what the government is putting in place to ameliorate, the hardship of the people. But I don't see that happening. And we need to, first of all, even sit down as a party to even see the issues that we have that is within the party. Because if I sit down here and I say there are no issues within the rank and file of the APC, I'll be telling a big fat lie. There are issues. A lot of people are just silent and just folding their arms and just watching for when they will take an opportunity, to express their dissatisfaction. So if you see all around the APC, there's a disquiet. And I'm wondering why the party leadership is not bothered about what is happening at the moment. What they are concentrating their energy on is to endorse a president that is not in contention. I mean, we have 2 more years to go. We have a lot of time to ensure that Nigerians see the dividends of these policies that is biting hard, and hitting the people very hard. So I think at this point, they need to take a sit back and, see how we can come together with this government and, communicate the policy of the government and let Nigerians, see the reasons why they even need to vote us back for the second term that everybody is working towards.
Is it also possible that perhaps the leadership of the party see the calmness as a good sign? And then I also want to ask you, some believe that what happened in